Hey everybody, and welcome to Nerfcast. This is Josh.
B.F. Yizzle.
This is Jake and Mike.
Hey, buenos dias, Nerf herders.
Hey, yeah. You guys might recognize them from NoBACoN or NoBACON or their many Reddit handles.
Nern.
He's fresh on Reddit. He's just only begun to break into that world.
Yeah,
Pretty soon he's gonna stop modding altogether. He's just gonna be reading the Reddits all day.
yeah, I'm scared and dumb.
Don't go in there. It's a dark, dark place.
Oh man. So welcome. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. You got to. Well, I got to. If you didn't get to, I'm sorry. It's not his fault. He had to work. But I got to spend some time at your guys' game. That was awesome. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But let's get right down to it, because every time we have guests, it's the secret Nerf origin story.
Secret Nerf origin story. I guess I get to go first.
Yeah, you go first.
My stepson was 11 years old, and he donated his Xbox to help a friend for a cancer benefit. And I had an 11-year-old in my house with nothing to do. So I started buying, I collect toys anyway, so I'm always up and down the Star Wars aisle, which is usually right next to Nerf. So I've been eyeballing the Hammer Shot for a while anyway, and it was my excuse to break into buying them. And I was looking for painting techniques, and I stumbled across Reddit and said, oh, people do actually play with these things. We can make them better and faster and stronger. Oh, what? And that begun a buying spree, you might say. I was fortunate to, have a little extra money right around Christmas, so Amazon became my best friend, and I got a big collection, and
Nice.
And here you are.
And here I am. No, my thing was I wanted to start a game, and I started watching the Nerfcast, and I really should go to somebody else's game before I start a game of my own, so we came out to your guys, season 4, episode 1,
Yes,
and the rest is
indeed.
history. And then NoBACoN was born.
NoBACoN.
Yeah.
Let's
How
see.
about you, man?
I started Nerf in 1991. So basically, my first blaster was the bow and arrow.
It was also my first blaster.
The Kenner.
Back in the day.
No, not even Kenner. It was Parker Brothers. Parker Brothers Nerf bow and arrow, and it was weird because it was something. It was Christmas time, and I was snooping for presents, and I found it underneath the bed at my grandma's house, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is so awesome!" And I wanted to open it. So I opened up the box real careful. And looked at it and I was like, oh, dude, I can't shoot it because I can't put it together. If I put it together, the jig is up. I went for snooping presents. I'm not getting presents. So
Yeah.
that was the rule. So I went ahead, closed up the box, made sure the tape was nice and didn't look like it had been cut. And it appeared under the Christmas tree. First thing I did, grabbed it, ran outside, and just started shooting. And ever since then, I've been a Nerfaholic. And for some dumb reason, when I was like 17, I sold off all my Nerf guns. My entire collection of blasters, gone. And I was like, for at the time, it was like 20 different blasters. And so I basically came out to your guys' event, and for Christmas this year, I actually got a Nerf bow and arrow again. And that kind of fueled the fire. My girlfriend's mom, she was kind enough to go on eBay and find me a Nerf bow and arrow. It was in kind of rough shape, but it still worked. And I didn't have any arrows for it, but luckily I had some arrows for a big bad bow. Because when I turned about 25, when they released the first Elite series, so when I got the Firefly and the Maverick, I was like, Nerf's come a long way. And now, even from that series to this series, it's leaps and bounds. I mean...
Oh, for sure. For sure. Old End Strike versus Elite is like night and day.
Yeah. And so, since then, it's like, since your guys' event,
Now I'm just trying to keep him from buying more N-Strike shit on eBay.
Yeah. I've gone nuts. I've probably invested, I'd say, $2,000 in the last month and a half.
He has almost all the Max Force blasters.
Yeah. I've rebuilt my old collection, which is awesome. Thank you, eBay. Because
some of them might even be the same blasters.
yeah, it could be. It could have been. I sold it at the garage sale. It got sold multiple times, and now it's back in my possession. But yeah, it's like it was just awesome because I always took really good care of my blasters. Growing up as a kid, it was like my blasters are my babies. So,
and then I showed him how you can cut them apart and make them better.
So now,
and he took that and started running with it.
Now it's like you just go out and buy a brand new blaster. Yeah, cut the handle off. It doesn't matter. It's only $30.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. I wish my Nerf career started that long ago. I mean, I played with Nerf stuff, but I can't say like I had a giant collection of Nerf blasters. I think
I always had one or two laying around, but that's about as far as I got.
See, I had enough. All my neighborhood friends, we would get together and have like our mini Nerf battles. And it was awesome because everybody's backyard gates are open, so we just play in our cul-de-sac, and everybody's territory was their territory to defend. And I think it was pretty much just deathmatch. That was the idea.
See,
you got shot, you're dead, you're out.
It's crazy thinking about it because as kids you could do that, but if we tried to do that now, we'd get arrested.
Yeah. If I had people running around my property with Nerf blasters, you've been to my place. Dude, besides the busy street where somebody's going to get hit by a car and get dead for real, there's no respawning from this.
I never played with Nerf blasters as a kid. It's really weird.
What?
No, my stepdad had came up on through the means he would come up on things. 8 of remember the original laser tag guns, the black futuristic, super cool looking ones.
Yeah.
So we had a set of 8 that pretty much.
I had 2 of them that sucked.
See, we had a set of 8, and we had double the amount of the target things and the vests and the whole kit for 8 people. So I never got any Nerf because we always had laser tag.
Laser tag. No, laser tag was fun too. I did a lot of that stuff. As a kid, I was really active, and never got into paintball because it was just too expensive.
I had a rich friend, and we played paintball a lot, and that was pretty fun. But
having rich friends is cool. Even as an adult.
Yeah.
As an
Josh
adult,
is my rich friend.
So Josh, when we going on that cruise?
Yeah. I'm my girlfriend's rich friend. That's about it. It's all relative.
Josh, you're my rich friend.
Yeah. No.
You're rich in hate and love.
That is true.
So,
that is very true.
Actually, I'm curious. What about you guys? I mean, I haven't seen that episode, so I don't know. But
so, I got started. I used to play airsoft. I got really hardcore into airsoft with some friends, and I was just kind of looking for alternatives to it because it was really expensive. We had to go down to Fort Ord to play, and it was just like, dude, it's costing us $30 a game. Plus, we got to buy our own like gas and ammo and all this stuff. And then sometimes we would show up and it'd be like, oh, well, first off, you had to drive 2 hours to get there. But then it was like, oh, not a lot of people are here, or like a ton of people are here, and this is so like people wouldn't follow rules, and there was all sorts of like weird game types that people that we'd play. And I started looking into Nerf stuff because I went to a friend's birthday party, and he was like, hey, we're gonna do a Nerf game. So I just went to Target, bought an Alpha Trooper, was like, oh, this is really cool. Like about a year later, I was going to same friend's birthday party, and they were gonna have another like Nerf war thingy, and a couple of friends of mine were coming. I'm like, dude, you gotta get the Elite Alpha Trooper. It's really awesome. So we all rolled up. We bought one. We headed out. And after that, I was like, dude, we just need to do this. Let's have like a barbecue Nerf day. Me and Sean were talking because we were looking for games. Like, hey, let's go to some games. Like, test this stuff out. And at that point, it was all still N-Strike. So it was very much like everybody was using Steffens. Everybody was doing like K26 springs in long shots and stuff like that. So it was like, man, we can't get people in on the ground floor to play this. if we have stuff like that.
Yeah, super stock didn't exist yet.
Yeah, it was terrible. So I mean, it just by fate and more, I guess just the fact there was nothing else for us to do. We couldn't go to another game because we couldn't find anything in the Bay Area. We were just like, screw it, let's make our own. Let's just invite some friends, and it just kind of snowballed from there. And then that's when B.F.U came in, right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the Captain America of Burn. People make mistake me.
Sorry, BF, we got bacon.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be no bacon, not.
You can tell it's not no bacon because we actually have bacon.
Oh, this is horse crap. My wife's.
Oh my God! Look at this bacon.
That bacon looks so good.
Oh, we got bacon.
So jealous of your bacon.
NoBACoN has bacon. It's so hot still too. It's burning my mouth. It's delicious.
Oh, fresh
We got
bacon.
cheese.
We got wine, we got cheese, we have bacon.
Wow, I don't even. I'm
I have no words.
jealous.
This is why you Nerf in the Napa Valley.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
because of bacon.
Good enough for me. I'm moving.
So BF.U, sorry, start again because we got.
So what I
bacon.
was saying was, I'm like, if you follow comics, I'm like Captain America for Nerf or for Burn. A lot of people would think I'm a founding member, but it's not really true. I came in later on. And just got added to somehow I got added to the team.
Nice.
Josh and I hung out together for a board game we were playing. And I owned a store at the time, or co-owned a store at the time, that sold that game. And then Josh would like disappear in the summertime, like nowhere to be found. And he would say, "I'm playing Nerf," and I'm like, "That's stupid. Go play basketball." And then he was so passionate about it that I said, "Okay, well, show me what this is about." So he did me a solid, called Sean, a couple of his other buddies, Ryan, Eileen, and they drove up to my shop, and we set up a Nerf course with our cars in the parking lot. Did that 2 Saturdays in a row, and after that, it was a wrap. I was hooked.
Yes.
Gave him my debit card, said, "Go buy me all the shit at Toys R Us." I was like, "Whatever's there." He called me. He's like, "Do you want one of these?" "Yes, I want 2. I want 2 of those." And
That's what this guy did when I got him into Nerf. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy all the Nerf now that I know I want it."
Yeah. I went out and I got a Target card because I walked in. I was like,
I found out about that. What was it?
Yeah.
Whatever the big sale
The
was
big
a couple of
Target
months
sale.
ago at Target, and he's like, "Oh, okay, got a Target card." And he's sending me pictures of his trunk just full of Nerf blasters.
it's like, I look like an Armenian arms dealer of Nerf.
You do.
84 Buick with just like, Nerf guns dumping out. We got blasters out the wazoo.
oh, that's awesome.
But yeah.
Now you're in the buy anything yellow off Craigslist phase.
I'm trying to wean him off that. I'm like, okay, just go for the elite lots.
Dude,
They're
I
a
went
bit
through
more
that phase.
expensive, but
I went through that phase. It only ends in pain.
it's cool. It's got a lot of shells that we can now use. I mean,
Right.
you buy 4 flyer flies at a time. A couple of them are going to end up being stripe flies.
Yeah,
That's true.
Well,
That's true.
That is very true.
that's what this bad boy is going to become, is a stripe fly. So
Oh,
that's
nice.
the beginning works.
So
But
what do you guys do for a living? What do you guys do in your non-Nerf time?
I make beer.
Yeah.
That is
That's awesome.
my part-time job. I work as a brewer.
Okay.
We work together at a production company, so we do sound, stages, lighting. We have like a 24-foot mobile stage, like transformer trailer thing that
Wow.
turns into a big stage. So we go out to big festivals and events and stuff.
It's more than
And-
meets the eye.
Yeah,
That's
You guys
sick.
own Optimus Prime. That's
it's way better than having like a real job.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, we never know when we're gonna work or not. We're just gonna be like, our boss calls us up at the last minute and be like, "Oh, hey, by the way, next weekend we're going to Livermore for 2 days." Like, okay. And that's like we couldn't come out to the last Burn game because it was Earth Day festival in downtown Napa, and I had to DJ for belly dancers
And smelly hippies.
and smelly hippies
Yeah,
and
it was
a
great.
really good Bunk band at the end of the day, which was nice. And
but most of the people cleared out for, so I felt really bad. I was like, dude, the napkins don't understand the funk. Sorry. It's not in their genes. They don't understand funk at all.
We also play in a 8-piece Irish folk band together.
Nice.
I love it. Production company that 8-piece Irish folk.
We're slowly converting all the other band members over to Nerf too.
Yeah.
They're getting really sick of hearing us talk about it at band practice and not knowing what's going on. So we had like Rizzo that came out to the last game. That was his first Nerf experience, and he's already looking at buying a new blaster. And actually, the boss of our production company is also our bass player. I got him hooked at Christmas. He's like, man, I'm kind of low on money. What do I buy for my family for Christmas this year? I'm like, buy everyone a Nerf blaster. And he's like, that's dumb. I'm like, no, it's not. Buy everyone in your family a Nerf blaster. So everybody is 82-year-old dad and all his kids and his girlfriend and his ex-wife. Everybody got Nerf blasters. So
that's
nice.
That is sweet.
That's good family therapy right there.
Yeah,
it is.
So now his son's what's Skylar like?
18,
19.
Yep.
We've got him coming to our painting parties. I'm teaching him how to mod stuff up. So I say both of them should be at our next game.
Yeah.
Nice.
So when are we going to see the first blaster instrument integration?
That'll probably be me. I'll probably end up doing something like that.
I'm already working on a. I think now that I've got this Spectre barrel, I think it's going to get this foregrip and it's going to get a bottle opener integrated into the front. So that's going to be a start. I'll have a corkscrew and a beer bottle opener integrated into the front.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Stripe fly will be able to have a corkscrew on it. That's very doable.
Tactical bottle opener. That's an important
turn
aspect.
the entire blaster to just boom.
I don't know if we can get 3 or 4 strings on the damn thing and make it a mandolin too. We'll be good to go. You can play tin whistle. You could very easily make a tin whistle scope.
My tin whistle scope. So then I can have signals to other members on my team. Like if I play this, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, that means there's 3 guys around that corner. If I play doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, there's only 2.
You guys must nerf to a much more intelligent crowd than what we do. We can't get people to go left. We need you to turn left. No, your other left. It's your other left.
Yeah, there was some of that happening.
You guys only missed Josh raging out. You didn't miss much.
Oh yeah, I did. There was some
Josh rage is the best rage.
Yeah, did you rage?
There was a little bit of rage at Bird. Usually I try to keep it pretty cool, but I was like, oh man, it's killing me. It wasn't like oh we're losing, blah. It was like just like a lot of admin type stuff. Getting people to pick up darts or go this direction and get ready so we can start our next game type thing.
I can definitely
that happened to us quite a bit at the NoBACoN game. I think having all those noobs and people who hadn't read the rules or showed up after I talked about the rules definitely had an impact on playing.
I think it's always when people show up late because then they're like, I don't know how stuff works. And I didn't really do a field walkthrough, so I don't know where things are either.
It's always funny that the newer people show up late. You would think if you're the newer person, you'd be there early. Like if you've been there 100 times, it's cool to show up late because you know where everything is.
Yeah, right. You know what's going on already.
For sure. I mean, I totally give a pass to all the people that are like, coming from way out.
Oh yeah.
The neck of the woods. Like I expect those people to be late. But we have people that are like, oh, I live down the street. I'm like, what? Why did you show up like 3 hours late?
I'm in San Jose, but I won't be there till 3.
I'm a guest. I'm taking this last piece of bacon.
Yeah.
Good. But then we will have no bacon.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I think the thing that was tough at ours was because we were so spread out, getting people to shag darts was like an impossible task.
Yeah.
It
was
like, oh my God, we got to shag darts now.
Oh, but we have a solution now.
Yes.
We're taking Mitch's idea, and actually, my daughter's 8. She's a little too young to play, but she is going to shag darts for us. We're going to have a caddy.
Very nice.
Caddy. We've got Bruce. We've got the pit bull with our with his little saddlebags, and so we're going to send Sylvie and Bruce around between rounds to shag darts for us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very nice. My dog's not that smart.
That's actually
Well,
something that I saw at there was a San Jose meetup group Nerf game, and Jangular just released some footage of that. And I kept seeing like this little girl going around with like a basket just shagging darts, and I'm like, not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous.
No, that's good. We went out today with like a friend of ours, his son, and he's, God, I don't even know, he's like 3 or 4. This kid was lasering us all damn day. He had a night strike or a fire strike, and literally he's just from 20 feet off. He just bing, hit me in the glasses, bing, hits him in the butt, like all day long. He must have hit more than missed. No one's like, dude, we gotta take this kid out with us. He's a ringer.
In the face, in the liver, in the butt.
All day.
Oh, good stuff.
Speaking of Jangular, do you want to talk about League real quick? We want to talk about this?
I don't know if he wants to get it out there or if he's still trying to, figure stuff out.
It may be hush-hush still. But I know that on the last episode you guys were talking about organized gameplay and is Nerf a sport. And I don't know if you saw my post that during our Nerf day I went 15 miles.
Yes.
So yeah, Nerf is a sport. I'm going to say it. Nerf is a sport. It may not have the designated boundaries yet, but we create those designated boundaries, then all of a sudden it is a sport. It is, bona fide, basically.
It's funny. One of the things I was looking at a lot on YouTube when thinking about game types and whatnot was the old Nerf Dart Tag League. They had about 3 years of it, but they had these really cool inflatable playing fields, like paintball style.
Yeah.
Had nice tight rules and lots of reps, and it looked really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't quite figure out whatever happened to that. I mean, word was that Toys R Us was in charge of running it, so I guess...
There's your first mistake.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they've always
cost 70% more than it should have.
Toys R Us has always seemed like a really unstable toy company to me. Like, I don't know how they stay in business.
Because they're the last one.
Oh yeah, they're the last one standing.
Because people like you will buy recolors that you can't get anywhere else.
People like me will buy recolors. That's true.
No, I'm in the same boat. Don't even.
I honestly feel like a lot of its sales and whatnot are from like exclusive items.
Yeah,
because I feel like they get first dibs on all that. Like, hey, we get to bring it out a month early, or we get this special color or this special thing, and not just with Nerf, with like a ton of different stuff. Toys R Us exclusive.
Yeah,
I mean,
they'll
I see
take
Walmart and Target exclusive stuff too, but Toys R Us.
They'll take less of a margin just to do the markup. It's like the opposite of Walmart. Walmart's trying to beat you over the head for the lowest price they can get. Toys R Us like, no, charge us $5 more. We're just gonna pass it off.
Yeah,
it's cool. $40 cross bolts are a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that blaster came out and then went up $13 from the original price point.
And nobody can. I don't know how you got like all of them.
Oh,
I don't see anybody who has anybody else like, when's the crossbolt coming out? I'm like, oh no, Barry Nerf guy's got like a dozen of them, so you guys did something right.
Yeah, that happens a lot. I think Josh is solely responsible for the Alpha Trooper shortage in America. I was gone for this whole Alpha Trooper thing, and was I getting married, Josh, or was I planning on getting married?
Oh,
one of those 2 trips.
Yeah, it was one of those 2.
It was either the marriage trip or the planning to get married trip. And he's like, they hit the internet $5 Trooper thing. I'm like, oh, look, get me a couple. He didn't really respond very much. And I come back to my house because Josh will hook me up and do house sitting for me, for his nominal price of free electronics. And I come back and my front porch, there are Alpha Troopers piled on my front porch. and he's got a trunk full, and there's 20 on my porch. And I'm like, what did you do? He's like, well, here's the thing. I bought 3, and then, we just had to buy them all. The funny thing is, he let Sean have some, too.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. We
divided the same thing.
I was in your house, so I got all of, like, Peninsula up through SF. I hit every target. I actually went to Google and was just like, target. And then Sean hit like some of the South Bay ones like San Jose and Sunnyvale and all those. And then I think Ryan got a bunch of the ones in the East Bay and Fremont and stuff like that. So we just had a ton. I mean, for us, it was like, hey, I don't want to screw Target per se. I mean, I don't care if I screw Target, but you know, it was more just like we do raffles at our games. I mean, they've come and gone. There's been interest and not interest, but we were like, dude, $5 for an Alpha Trooper, that's a $20 blaster. If we get 5 people to spend $1 on tickets, you know, then we made our money back. If it's more than that, then cool, it's profit, and we can buy more stuff for the raffle or more darts or whatever we want.
Right.
So we raffled them off for a season. People at Burn were like, oh, it's just an Alpha Trooper, I'm not going to buy any tickets. Now I bet they're like, yo, you got any more of them Alpha Trooper stuff?
Oh, yeah.
You got them Alpha
In the alley with the trench coat full of Alpha Troopers. $60, come on.
That's one that's not in my set, which I would totally dig having one of those in my set.
I like my Rampage enough. I'm okay with that one.
No, I have an old Alpha Trooper. I have an in-strike Alpha Trooper, which it's really dynamite.
Huh. Yeah, that's the new thrift store find, is if you could find an elite Alpha Trooper, you're money.
Yeah.
Well, see, have to keep an eye out.
Now that I got a supplier, how bad does that sound? I have a Nerf supplier.
That is nice.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not hooked or anything, man. I got a Nerf supplier and everything.
But seriously, who's your supplier? Because I could use a supplier.
And do they deliver?
No, they don't deliver. I have to drive out to Petaluma. But I met this lady who does storage reclamations, and she's like a professional garage sailor. And so she's hooking me up.
She's like, yeah, I get like 60 blasters a month out of these storage units, and I don't know what to do with them. And she's selling lots on Craigslist, and he's like, stop selling them on Craigslist. Call me first.
I was like, call me first. I will buy everything you've got.
Dude, if you need like a co-sponsor, let me know. I'm not good for much, but I'm usually good for money.
I'm gonna start, reselling this stuff because it's like today. That's where I got this Magnus from. I mean, I spent $75 on 14 blasters today, and just part of it's garbage, part of it's broken, but that can always be either fixed or morphed into something else.
For sure.
I'm not really opposed to having a giant box of fixed parts.
Well, I mean, you guys got a place to put them. Me, I'm in like a tiny little. I don't even have an actual living room. I got a mini fridge. I've got. It's not bad anymore, but in the closet, it was just piled with Nerf stuff because it was all for the raffle. I'm like, this isn't even my Nerf stuff.
No, I had to move out to the garage after the first 6 months, but at least I have a garage, so.
I had to move out to the shop after the first 6 days. My girlfriend was like, you're out of control. I'm like, yeah, I know.
It's easier to hide it from the girlfriend in the garage.
Well, the nice part is, okay, the girlfriend, she got on board like that. I was like, hey, babe, here, shoot this cyclone shock. As soon as she hears the dart go, she's like, I'm sold. I want one. I'm sold. Can I have this one?
No, that was the turning point. The Rapid Red got Annie into it, and then it was like, okay, I'm sanctioned now. I'm allowed to spend all my money on this.
Yeah, my wife's on board with my other hobbies, so I'm 1 for 2, but I'll take it. It's the more expensive of the 2 hobbies.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But now that she heard that there's Nerf in Napa Valley, her tune may have changed a little bit.
Right.
Hey,
you want the hookup as locals? We get to taste for free.
Yeah.
So you want to bring your girl up? We can go out wine tasting, and it's all of a sudden a lot cheaper.
Oh, hold on. What am I doing next weekend?
And I got the hookups on limousines and stuff like that because I was a professional chauffeur for 10 years. So
nice.
Dang.
It's nice. It's nice being in that.
I'd say I am drinking $30 Sauv Blanc out of the bottle right now because that's what I got as a tip from my last DJ gig.
Nice.
Wow.
I used to work up in your guys' area, neck of the woods, for a while.
Yeah,
it's nice, we're driving to work, and it's like, oh, God, it sucks, I had to get up so early, and I'm watching sunrise over the valley going, hell, maybe this isn't so bad.
It's not so bad. I mean, I don't know if it was hot there today, but today was miserable. I'm glad we were not Nerfing today, because it was like 100 freaking degrees in Napa.
Ooh.
It was, somehow it got like winter 2 days ago, raining, and then it just went brutal hot. No,
we do have fun weather here with the Little Valley. I mean, it was It was, I think we had a 30-degree change in weather this morning at about 6
And
o'clock.
slam.
It went from being cold to being brutally hot. And
Yeah.
now that the sun's down and the wind's picked up, blowing my door around, I really want that ventilation, by the way.
Yeah. We're trying to keep ventilation in the garage so the lights are warm.
Yes. Know how that goes.
There we go.
I remember recording 3 to a couch.
Oh, dude. My head is all gritty with plastic dust from chopping that Magnus apart in there. That's great.
Oh man. Yes. Good stuff.
So how deep are you guys in on the Reddits? What's your favorite Reddit article in the last couple weeks?
Oh God, I've actually I don't know. I did somebody a favor today. Somebody was asking about the narrow base mag holders because somebody had said something about how the old end strike clips don't stay as well as the new ones, and he was all concerned.
Speed clips. I remember. I saw you.
Yeah, I made him like a little 30-second video where I jammed an elite clip into the B.F.U holder on my strike, and I shook the crap out of it, pulled it out, put an old end strike clip in, shook the crap out of it, and I was like, dude, you're not gonna have any problems with this. It's all good. That one was funny. I'd say the Drax camo Hydra dip stripe.
I think it's so pretty.
It's so pretty, but even more beautiful is the comments on that with Drax and Brock going back and forth about their batteries. Like I know those guys are usually friendly when they go at it. They were getting
mud slang.
You guys missed the battery motor. We'll call it power and motor debate of 2014 and 13. That was like World War I and World War II.
Wow. I mean, like, really, it's Nerf. Is it really that important to get that heated?
And I thought it was funny how like Drac came out swinging on that, whereas the other day there was that whole post about how it was Coop bad for the scene and whatnot. Drac came out like very, I mean, I always watch all his videos. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, this guy's a douche. And I was like, this guy's really cool. But he came out really cool on that one, and then he just the mud was slinging on that.
Yeah, the Coop thing was weird. I think it kind of came out of left field. I think
I caught him on a good day or something. He just came back from that little HVZ trip or whatever. I thought it was funny. I commented on his. He had the videos of his gameplay footage of some college's HVZ, and he's got the same Apex weapon system dual hammer shot thing as I have. And he's running a chest rig on his GoPro, and I noticed that his hammer shots are sitting right here the whole time. And I'm like, damn, when I sprint with mine, they just tuck back under my arms and fall right out. So, in his videos so popular, in 2 days he's got like 9,000 hits and this pages of comments. So I just thought I'd just throw it out there, like, hey man, I use that same system as you do, and why does yours work and mine doesn't? And he hit me with a reply in like 5 minutes.
Nice.
But I think it's because he's watching us because he liked our loadout video.
Yeah.
He commented on our loadout video, and all of a sudden the views just shot through the roof on that. We had like 20 views and 2 subscriptions, and then Jack's like feared envy, and now I've got 350 views on it.
Yeah. It blew up really quick. The other video that
So thanks, Jack, if you're out there watching.
Yes, thank you, Jack. And Draculina. Because I'm pretty sure she saw it too. But the video I liked this morning was the video with the Aussie guy doing the rewire, and it is a fast video. I mean, you got to really be paying attention. It came up this morning. It might have been previous, but just the amount of detail that the Aussies put into their blasters. I mean, I learned something about solder this morning that is just retarded, simple, stupid. And I should have already known it, but he's like, yeah, mate, when you're going to go ahead and put in your solder, take your point, put your solder on your point, heat it up, and then you take your tinned wire that you've already put solder on, put that on there, and then just heat the solder. That way you don't even have to have the solder itself out there because the solder is already applied to the 2 pieces you're trying to solder. Ingenious. I was like, wow. Thank you, Australians and YouTube.
Yeah, man.
I always like watching the Aussie guys. Their videos, the SBNC war videos are always the most hilarious because they have so many. That's what inspired. Like I pretty much based the NoBACoN rules off the Burn rule set, but watching those SBNC videos, and they have those guys running melee that are just cleaning up out there with, there's the 4X ninja or whatever, this dude that's dressed in like full on LARP samurai armor, with that's all made out of beer cases, and he cleans up. He just goes in there and just starts wiping people out. I'm like, I gotta have melee in my games. That's so awesome.
Which, how did you like the melee, Josh? I mean, how did you like the melee?
I actually thought it was pretty fun. I didn't do a ton of it. I got a couple of melee kills, but mostly I was just concentrating on my blaster. There was a lot of running. And because there's so much distance on your guys' field, that I was just like, oh man. Oh, there's a third bridge.
Yeah, I heard the field's not fat guy friendly.
No, it is not.
It's a little rough. I say he put in you had like 17 miles on your pedometer that day.
15 miles on the pedometer, and
although you ran 8 at the Burn game, so
I did do 8 at Burn, so
yeah. See, we're only half as big.
That campus is massive. What can you do?
Yeah, it's a matter of us sitting down and figuring out basically, how we're going to section off areas that we're going to use for each, type of game. And because, dude, that capture the flag match, dude, I didn't even think about how much space was between those 2 flags. Now, if we had 4 teams and 4 flags, that would have been great. Would have been perfect.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, without we were short about 30 people to have utilized that space properly.
Yeah, I mean it's seriously like we told B.F.U that it's like a college campus here. Like all of our community college campuses are like probably getting close to that size.
Right.
Maybe a little bit bigger when you get all like weird side stuff off, but like the main quad and all that, huge up there.
So I'm hearing golf carts.
Yeah.
Golf carts, skateboards, bicycles, rollerblades. Yeah, so where's who's the kid with the rollerblades?
Yeah,
he would have had a field day.
Don't tempt me. I will show up with a freaking golf cart. Do not tempt me. I have been dying.
Can we mount a Vulcan to the top of it?
ATV, it's Vulcan.
We've got those like 70s chopper style go feds at the the shop. We could run mopeds.
Yeah, dude.
I've been dying to Nerf in a 4-person, like one of those big 6-man golf carts.
Yeah.
With the seat in the back.
Right. He wants to do Halo Nerf. Like he wants to make a Warthog from Halo, but Nerf. So everybody just piles in, just go at it.
Yeah, everybody just piles in. We put some freaking big-ass bumpers on it, so if we crash into each other, it's all good.
We put Sam's modded Vulcan on the top of that thing.
That's what I'm saying.
I can get behind this.
I got a couple people in the back with tricked out rapid strikes behind.
I'm down.
Boom. Dude in the passenger seat's got the flag and can't.
I wonder how long we could run at the golf course with one of those before they kicked us off.
We would need a lot of kids to pick up all those darts.
But I have a lot of kids. I don't have that many kids.
Yeah, you got a lot of kids.
The golf cart's got to be like the jankiest Mad Max looking nasty golf cart.
Yes. We'll just put Nerf melee weapons on it, Like
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
the horse head from the last episode.
Yeah.
If everything goes according to plan, and we get First Blood Part 2 at Napa Valley College, we're going to experience a campus that is 2 times, maybe 3 times the size of what we were at. So we'll be breaking it down.
We'll definitely be sectioning things off.
And,
and there's also a park adjoining that has. I was telling Josh about it. There's a stand of redwood trees that's about 200 yards long, 20 yards wide. That would be perfect for
payload.
Yeah. Or Attack on Endor, as I want to call it, because it's in the redwood trees.
Just what you could do is have different. You pick your game types and just move each game type to its own section and preset.
That's what we're looking at. Is that because I mean the when we played we had our King of the Hill space, which I thought was the most successful game.
Right.
I thought that was a really nice sized field for everyone.
Perfect.
The Capture the Flag was in a completely different area. We had a second Capture the Flag area and a second King of the Hill area mapped out that we didn't even touch on the high school campus.
Yeah.
So there's a payload area that encompasses a lot of it that we didn't even touch. I mean, we can still use that campus. There are parts that we didn't even go to. There's areas of portables where it's all like blocked off, and there's one entrance that would be great for an attack and defend round. Definitely looking at expanding our game types. I think there's some good freeze tag. They have a huge parking lot with all these pillars because the whole parking lot's covered with solar panels. So it's just like a big flat open area with a bunch of concrete pillars in it that would be really nice for a fast round of something.
Yeah.
Utilizing the bridges was it was a nice touch to the Capture the Flag game. It made it more unbalanced, but the bridges were cool to work with.
They were.
I don't think we lost all that much foam to the creek.
maybe unbalanced for you. My team pretty much won 2.
Well, yeah, it's because we didn't know where your flag was in the first round.
Yeah, that was good, man. I liked the bridges, especially the main bridge, because you had people like, it made it a really defensible area, so it was like a push to get across the bridge, but then when you were there, you could kind of entrench yourself in. It was sweet. That's what we've always told people on Nerfcast, like, you got to play to your strengths. Like, look at what you've got field-wise. If you got a row of redwoods, play a game type where you can have something going in a straight line like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I loved the pits we had in the campus.
Yeah.
A wall, a 4-foot wall on the surface that's 8 feet deep with a single staircase into it. It's a death trap to go down there and try and turn your King of the Hill timer, but it was fairly easy to defend.
Right.
So it actually worked out more balanced than I thought it would.
Right.
And it was super fun because it was like, it's a suicide mission to get in there and try and flip that timer. But if you've got backup, then it can be defended. You sacrifice yourself for it, and I thought that was one of the funner spots.
Oh yeah, I loved that. When we first came in, I was just like, dude, they have pits. This is awesome.
Pits, bridges, alleyways.
Lots of trees. We were in the shade most of the day. I only got like a semi-legit farmer tan.
Oh, I got so burned at yours. I didn't even put on sunblock because I didn't think about it. I was like, it's way shadier than it is at burn.
It was so deceiving too in the day because it was such a beautiful day. You're like, it's not even that sunny hot out, it's all good. No, you're gonna burn. You're gonna get crispy barbecued.
I'm still like a week later, more than a week later, like super like red. But it was good, man. It was awesome, especially for a first run. I was just like, wow, this was super successful, guys. Like,
and for us,
amazing.
Getting the first half of the first King of the Hill game, not getting kicked out. Like, we made it. We've got the day.
Yeah.
Because we had people who were on staff, and it was like we talked to them instead of just going straight to the administration and saying, hey, can we have this event at your school? We talked to people who are teachers and coaches, and we're like, hey, what if we did this on a Sunday when there's nothing going on? And should we ask somebody? And everyone's like, no, I think it'll be cool. Just go ahead and do it. And then we ended up having a gym coach walk by and be like, oh, yeah, you guys are fine. So now it's official. We're totally cool there. But we had a backup space. There's a park literally a half a block away from that spot. So if we'd have got kicked out, we could have gone and continued the game somewhere else. But it was very, very nice and comfortable knowing once we got through that first game that, we can. This is home now. We can stay here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know it's rough, because we've talked about a lot on the podcast, like, get permission for here and there. It really depends on locations and what you're doing and how you're doing it. Like, if you're going to be on a college campus, we always tell people, like, they've got security there half the time. You probably better let security know.
Right.
But, like, in high schools and stuff, or sometimes elementary schools, especially if they're open to the public, like...
Yeah.
You know,
No, we had a great response with the public coming through. We had some guys on bikes roll through, and they're like, "Hey, man, can we sit here and watch?" I was like,
For sure.
"Well, why don't you go over there so you're not in the middle of our fight? Yeah, go, please watch." We had, dads riding their kids around. We had our buddy with like strollering his baby through the campus. Had no idea we were there. He's like, "What are you guys doing here?" But
We're Nerfing.
the public response was very positive. For people wandering through, and we got official feedback that at least the teachers didn't mind. We had several teachers I saw going in and out of their classrooms that were like kind of checking out what we were doing and then let it roll. So
yeah, and that's important. It was one of those things that coming up to it, I was like, do we ask for permission or do we beg for forgiveness? And I think beg for forgiveness is going to be the way, because if they say no, then it's a solid no.
It's a solid no, exactly. Then if you get found there, it's kind of like, well, we already told you no, so now you're definitely in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, if they tell you to leave, then you just go, okay, sorry, we won't come back, and they usually will probably just be pretty lenient, like, whatever. You guys
with the amount of gear we had spread out across the quad, it was like, if they ask us to leave, it's going to take us 45 minutes to get out of here anyway. So we were pretty well entrenched.
B.F.U, you getting comfy over there?
Oh yeah, I'm so glad I upgraded my equipment.
This is the most comfortable podcast ever.
Jake, give me an uncomfortable stool.
This is the podcast I've always wanted. I'm sure Josh will threaten to kick me off for the 400th time afterwards, but
no, I'm just happy that we can see you, that it's like somewhat passable.
I'm happy we can see me too. I'm more happy we can hear me.
Yeah,
yeah, that's good.
We're gonna have like a tribute to your old podcasting equipment at some point. The Viking funeral.
Do we get to go Office Space it?
Yes.
No. You know what? Based on what Best Buy offered me for a trade-in on it, we might. If I don't get any hits on Craigslist for the old Alienware, we might just have to send it off on a Viking.
Oh shit!
Oh man!
I said I might be able to crack the screen with this bad boy the way it's been shooting.
Nice.
I finally found one. I was at the Lodi
Walmart.
The Lodi Walmart. You can tell because it's a gray one. And yeah, you just chop the top off this thing, and we were blowing up FVJs. We're shooting them. They're going 200 feet down the street, and they're split like a baked potato.
Just right down
just
the middle.
Toasting them. This is. I'm trying to figure out how to integrate this into something because it's absolutely stunning.
I saw one at my Walmart, and I thought the same thing. Like, first off, this needs to be integrated into something. But did you guys like seal off an overpressure valve or anything, or it's just chopped?
Nope.
Chopped.
You can get about if I'm pumping fast, I can get 15 to 20 pumps before the overpressure valve kicks in, and yeah, it shoots lasers. It's amazing. It's light and comfortable enough. I was playing around with it the other day, trying to think of how can I use this as a primary. Not quite there yet. But it's a beast, and I love firing rockets out of it. And I think I like the rockets better than the Demolisher rockets that it comes with.
It's like orange kind of, or yellow rockets, right?
Well, I got the fins keep falling off my Demolisher rockets, and if you try and glue a fin back on, the balance goes off. So the things are hilarious because they just kind of go through the air when you fire them. But these actually shoot fairly straight. They're lighter, so they don't get as much range, but they go where I want them to. We were playing with new gear, so he's up. We went to the park, and he's up on a play structure, firing off dual nitrons at me, and I'm just dodging discs, putting rockets up at him, and I couldn't come near him with a Demolisher rocket, but the Busby rockets that came with this thing, I was actually landing some hits with, and it's hilarious. I mean, so this doesn't even fit tight. You drop a dart in it, and it just kind of falls into it. And I'm still getting 200 feet. Like it's ridiculous. Well, so it's going to require. I'm going to put a coupler on it. I'm going to use some PVC, and just to see what I can get out of it.
Might make a nice quad shotgun.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. I want to put I think I can run like 5 out of it with the the amount of pressure I'm getting out of it, I can probably set it up to fire off 5 darts at a time at a reasonable range and and be pretty damn deadly with it. Cause it's,
the Nerf grape shot.
Yeah.
Why are you bleeding, Jake?
Why am I bleeding? I don't know.
Jake's bleeding all over the place.
Sweet.
Oh,
That's
it's from
punk
all
rock.
the wine. The wine thinned his blood out.
Exactly.
It's so punk rock that Jake's just bleeding for no apparent
No
reason.
reason.
So why don't you guys walk us through some of the, for the people that are actually watching and not listening, and if you're just listening, that's tough for you. Why don't you walk us through some of the goodies you have behind you?
Well, I said these are all my toys. This is my favorite, although the wiring is busted now. My Stripe. So that means it's going to get a nice upgrade. I don't think I'm going to go crazy and put a lipo pack in it, but I'm going to get some IMRs for it.
Show the people you can't actually see.
Oh yeah, they can't see it from there. This is the long shot stock that we cut down to fit my, I thought it was floating around here somewhere, my contour camera. Fits very nicely in here.
Things I've seen, by the way.
It's nice. You have to turn it on and you pop it in place. I got great footage out of it.
Nice.
I thought it was sitting around here. So that was nice. It's got my little, my foregrip that I made out of an old Raider foregrip. Being left-handed, having this thing right here is ideal because my favorite is running a 25-round mag, which will just gravity drop out. So I don't even have to stop the flywheels, and I can pop a new mag into it.
Nice.
Thank you, B.F.U, for ruining their other shit or whatever it required to do that. But yes, I took an old Vulcan tack rail and cut it up and bolted it to that side so I could keep that there.
Nice.
That's my favorite. That's my primary. I'm about to put that foregrip on this guy once it's painted up. This is the only other thing that's really modded right here. I've doubled up the spring so it's shooting 5 kg. I've got the Dorm Labs shotgun grip, and I think this came off an airsoft gun. My buddy gave this to me, but it actually works. I can kind of see through that scope, and it just looks cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I like the Rampage. It's getting the B.F.U barrel next. I think I want to widen the barrel up.
What's that big green thing that's underneath the pegboard?
Oh,
I see green.
the huge bitch!
The huge bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah, it is aptly named because so this is your Rapid Strike CS18, and I have gotten to become a pro at tearing this thing apart because it has so many issues. Like, okay, so this is the biggest problem right now. Nobody can see this because of our lighting and stuff, but your pusher in there is this white pusher, and it's controlled by another pusher that basically comes vertically into that to horizontally. Basically, it hits that, drops down, hits a switch, and stops motion. So
suffice to say, we had no idea what we were doing the first time we opened this up to remove all the locks.
which was a great idea.
And we jacked something up because
now, so what it'll do is, if it gets a bad dart, it'll just jam the pusher halfway out. And in order to get that pusher to go back in, I have to take a heavy-duty zip tie, slide it underneath, and hit that rod to have the rod knocked back down and hit the button. So, if anybody else is experiencing these problems, please let me know. I am NERM on Reddit. NERM, non-expanding recreational mic. So
I like the paint job.
yeah, dude, it turned out sweet. I was really happy with this one. I went for that snake-esque look using a chamois cloth for the backside of a chamois cloth that I cut apart.
Nice.
Yeah, and I got a couple other toys sitting around here. A couple other
I say this is the one that everybody. This is the one that Brit Nerf's been flipping out about. Although it's different now than it was last time he saw it. The big bitch.
The big bitch, which is just your strife, and now it's got the long strike barrel on it with the laser. I kind of flipped everything around because
having the Retaliator upside down on top, while it looked completely awesome, is pretty bad for your Retaliator.
Yeah. Okay. So this is how I destroyed my Retaliator yesterday. Is I had that thing on top, and with this awesome Praxis buttstock that I reinforced on the back here, just put some 3/4 inch PVC on there. So now it's not a flimsy little buttstock anymore. I was able to actually shoulder cock the Retaliator, so I could just press in on it, and it would cock all the way, and then just sling the gun back for it to go into the other cock position and then fire. Yeah, I guess it doesn't like that when you put that much torque on it over and over again and dry fire the crap out of it over and over again, because I just shattered that thing like nobody's business. So I spent my time last night cussing and drilling over it and trying to get it to, glue back together. I got it back together. It's gonna see, but yeah. So it's got. I took that Praxis stock through everything from my Retaliator on here because I really like the feel of it. It's got a super tactical feel to it, and it. Yeah.
And he likes that stupid long shot barrel.
I do like that stupid long shot
The
barrel.
long shot barrel's awesome.
I used I cut the front off my long shot barrel and I used it for my master key for that turns this into the Striposaurus Rex.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So
Long shot barrel was the inspiration for the B.F.U barrels.
yeah,
If only it wasn't so damn
Long
skinny.
strike. Long strike.
yeah, long
Yeah,
strike.
long strike.
So this is something that we talked about right here, and
Yes,
this
indeed.
is the little doodad that is probably the greatest invention I've ever come up with. So there's slop in almost every single barrel to blaster attachment. There's slop. So I went out and bought just a rubber washer and basically cut the center out of it to make a rubber key that goes over the tip of your blaster, just the tip.
Just for a minute, just to see how it feels.
And then when you lock it in place, there is no more slop in any blaster. You can shake the hell out of it. I mean, the only thing that's shaking on this is the drum.
I know Blaster Smiths is working on, I think it was Blaster Smiths is making 3D printed plastic inserts to do that, but this washer seems to do the job beautifully.
It costs you all of
Where
79
is this
cents.
washer?
No.
Hmm?
I mean, how thick of a washer is it? Like an 1/8
That
of
washer
an inch?
is 1/16 of an inch.
1/16.
Yeah.
And where can mere mortals purchase this washer?
Orchard Supply Hardware, Home Depot, any hardware store. Just go to their weird, they'll have a section of weird off-the-wall stuff, usually in with the nuts and bolts, and you just look for a rubber washer. It had I want to say it was a 1/4 inch hole in the center to begin with. It cuts with an X-Acto knife like butter, so all you got to do is drop your barrel on there, draw it out with a silver Sharpie, and then cut it out with an X-Acto. And voila, you've got a 79-cent fix for all barrel slop.
Is there a corresponding YouTube video for this?
No.
Not yet.
I will make...
Get your asses in here. Come on, kids.
I know.
I know. We're so lazy.
Yeah. No, we're working on content. We're trying to get the kids together. That was something that we could talk about. Speaking of the kids and shooting them for fun on video, FBJs. Let's dispel the myth about FBJs.
Yes.
Because
FBJs.
I don't notice a difference when I'm getting shot with anything, under about, over about 5 feet.
Yeah.
I think that they're a perfectly perfect alternative to anything else. I've been buying bowberries for a while now. I have tons of them. I really like them. I prefer them to elites in most situations. But at this point, I'm pretty damn sold on the FBJs.
And let me tell you why FBJs, okay? So, first of all, I was ballsy enough to have my girlfriend load up my hammer shot, which has been way retarded mounted out. I mean, it is shooting probably about 120 feet. I had her put an FBJ in it, stand 1 foot away from me, point it at my forehead, and pull the trigger. And sure enough, it stung. Then I had her mod up the Cyclone shot and shoot me with a Mega Dart right next to it. Guess what? No difference. No difference whatsoever. It's like being shot with a Mega Dart at point blank range. And so basically, if you're whining about FBJs, you're pretty much a sissy. I mean, you're a sissy, and you should probably just not
at actual gaming ranges when you're shooting people from 30 to 50 feet away and you're lobbing darts at them, an FVJ is not going to actually hurt anybody.
No.
As long as you're wearing eye protection, it's not going to cause any damage. Hell, Steven got one directly in his nostril. It was hilarious. We actually
I remember that.
We had to hold the game, not because he was like injured, but because everyone was laughing so hard because he literally had a dart stuck up his nostril. And that was it. You know, it was all good after he pulled the dart out, and Sheree took a great picture of all you can see is the bush and his feet in the air, like behind the bush.
We have one more to show off here. So this is that front gun off of the Big Bitch, hooked up to the Retaliator right now, because I fixed that Retaliator. And I like this. I actually like this setup a lot. Putting the retail barrel and the retail stock back on the retail, and having that Cyclone shock that's been super cut off on the bottom.
Cyclone shock makes a nice underbarrel.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean,
and in our games, in our rules, we use anything Mega Dart or bigger as a shield buster. Right. So having a Mega underbarrel allows you to bust shields and beat melee a little bit more easily.
Speaking of stuff that you guys rules and whatnot, and I know it was like anything Mega or bigger. No one was running any Vortex, but I know you've got those Nitrons now. So is there any special rules you guys are gonna have for that ammo, or?
I'm gonna say we're gonna leave Vortex as regular darts.
Yeah, Vortex are the same as your standard darts.
They're so spammable that I want to be able to pop those with shields. Or honestly, the reason that I gave melee weapons the same rule as shields, so that if you wanted to be a ninja about stuff, you could knock darts out of the air with your melee weapon.
For sure.
And the darts would make that'd be so sweet to be able to knock those discs out of the air with your sword or your battle axe or whatever.
They are slow. My God.
They really are.
No, I had super fun the other day when he's practicing with his akimbo nitrons. And I'm just shooting rockets at him with that thing. Just standing 20 feet away, dodging those discs was really fun, actually. I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah. What about, like, ricochets or anything with them?
Ricochets are going to count.
Yeah.
Okay. And speaking of which, he found some, I didn't know they existed, he found some aftermarket discs.
I did.
That were, they don't look and feel nearly as quality, but they shoot identical to the actual discs. So wherever the heck you got those.
I am going to have to, well, they came from China. So
obviously,
I'm going to have to look up who the seller was through eBay. And unfortunately, for aftermarket discs, they were ridiculously expensive. I do have a set of 200 more discs coming from 4 different vendors. So I'm going to see what is going to come up there. I may get some more aftermarket.
That's going to be a future video.
And if because that was the other thing with the FBJs. I mean, with the vendors that I purchased from for this event, I ended up with 1,400 FBJs for $50. So 1,400 rounds for $50 is just ridiculous.
Slap on some iPro and deal with the you crybabies. FBJs is the way to go.
FBJs!
You really made us reconsider our rules, because we had not, for this season, we were like, we don't know if we're going to allow FBJs. Our rules didn't say anything about it or not. Me and Sean were like, let's like, wait. We wanted to see kind of what they were going to be like coming out of like Kimball's bow or like a single.
I'm interested to see how that happens, because those are actually the first darts that we split firing out of my Blazooka were FBJs.
Yeah.
And he got these black foam FBJs that are just the densest, thickest, nicest foam I've ever seen. And that thing, it splits open like a sausage on the grill when you fire it out of the Blazooka. The whole thing just opens up, and I'm still getting 200-foot ranges out of the damn thing.
See, that's awesome. Oh, so we Sam, as some people brought him to our game,
Yeah.
Someone was like, dude, what the heck are these? We're like, oh shoot, like we never put anything in there to say no FVJ, so we were just kind of like, screw it. No one has said anything all day until we were like shagging and someone noticed it by like touching the tip. We were like, dude, wait, forget it. Let's just keep playing. If someone complains or we hear anything, then we'll get that feedback. But
what I found, I got a set of 50 for $1.35 a while ago when I was buying up Bovary. I got an eBay lot, and they ended up being FBJs. And firing them out of stock blasters, you're getting noticeably better accuracy, at least as good, if not better, as Koosh. You're getting a little bit less range because of the weight, and I honestly just don't see a problem with them.
Right.
No, I mean that's basically the same conclusion we came to. It was like there's nothing, no one has had any problems with this. I got shot by Kimball, and not running his bow, but he was running. He commissioned a Strife from Duke Winterball. So the Duke Winter Strife blasted all up in my face with FBJs. I mean, I could feel it, but I could feel regular darts too. The only reason I could really tell was one hit me square in the glasses, and it was like, normally a Koosh is kind of like, and it was solid, like thunk, and I could hear it, and I was like, oh man.
They definitely weigh more than Koosh. I have not bought any Koosh. I have one Koosh dart that we ended up with after our last game. So that's my only Koosh experience other than the burn game, when the ones that are mixed into the dart pool, is the one that I have, and it feels lighter than an FBJ.
Oh, for sure.
I think the weight being more forward is what makes it more accurate, but I'm pretty happy with those. The FBJs are so cheap and so not scary.
Yeah.
Once you've been shot by one, it's like, oh, it's still just a damn Nerf dart.
And seriously,
it's not gonna hurt.
For the money, the black FVJs. I want to steer everybody towards those black FVJs. They may be a little bit harder to find, both on the buying end and the shot them out there end, but the foam on those is so ridiculously tough. I mean, I noticed it first package I opened, I pulled one out, and I was like, dude, this is just the crispiest, nicest foam dart I've ever touched. It is just so solid. And for front loaders like the hammer shot, it just kills. The accuracy, the range, it's just so key.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I know there was some issues with when we first got some of the red ones were like thinner. The foam wasn't quite as thick, so they were fallen out of some of the front loaders and stuff like that. But it's not like for every one that I've seen since then, I haven't had any problems with at all in anything. Like I said, I don't think people really noticed the difference until someone pointed it out when we were shagging darts.
Yeah, because I mean, so I had my big bin of darts, and he's got 2 buckets. One of them was full of FEJs, and half the people at our game loading up darts didn't know the difference, didn't notice the difference. So they got mixed into general dart population real quick, and you couldn't tell the difference.
No.
We had Sean running his Iron Man mag strike.
Oh yeah.
But that thing's a beast.
Yeah.
The range sucks on it, but if you're 20 feet away from him, you're getting tagged. There's no way around that thing.
We had Jaguar running dual mag strikes at our game on Saturday, and it's just ridiculous. Like once he gets within range, you're done. Like on people.
Yeah, Sean was running a mag strike as a primary, but he only had 1 clip for it. Yeah. So he dropped that and used his hailfire as a secondary. And it was like he was a force to be reckoned with. Like he was NoBACoN representing.
Yeah, and Sean is definitely like our Jaguar.
Yeah.
He's the guy when we got into Nerf. We're like, oh, our buddy Sean's got 30 Nerf guns before we even started collecting them. He's got 2 Vulcans. He's got all this other crap. Like, oh man.
Yeah. And so he brought out all 2% for.
He brought out the battle axe though. I liked that loadout. Being able to use melee and running a mag strike and a battle axe. I thought that was an excellent loadout.
Oh well, I liked melee at the game because there was so much space to cover that you could be getting like shot at but if they missed, you could kind of take that distance and just like rush them and try to get them with melee. And there were some awesome melee kills.
No, Steven was nasty. 12 years old. He's got a pair of the claw hatchets. He
Oh.
was just slaying people right and left with those damn things. He
So
got
fast.
a hold of RJ's shield, and he was as soon as he figured out how to use the shield to actually block people's darts, he was unstoppable. He could come up on you right in your face, block all your darts with his shield, and bing, you're done.
Yeah.
The melee, I thought it was a nice element, and I felt that it was actually fairly well balanced with our shield buster rules. You know, it encourages everyone to carry a mega big shock or something as a background, just so you can
For sure. With
just so you can pop off a shield.
one of the reasons, because people start is, hey, how come you guys don't run melee or shields and stuff? It's mostly a lot of things have to do with some of the ways that our rules work, but a lot of our location. Because I mean, we have so many little hallways and things that like a shield could just break it. Like, all right, well now you're not getting anywhere. You're done. We have two shields on top of each other, and it's finished.
That's why I tried to combat that by making it easy. Making a Mega Dart a shield buster makes it real easy for almost anyone to pull out a sidearm, take out a shield, and then be able to use darts on that melee guy.
Oh, for sure.
I say RJ did really well. That the rapid pistol shield combination was nasty, but his shield was small enough that you could just hit him in the legs. It worked out okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm expecting to see some more shields at your next game.
I think so. I think they worked out really well, but they weren't overly powerful, and this situation's new. So if it comes down to things being unbalanced, I have no problem swapping those rules out on the fly.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I think
when Sam showed up with the 8-foot hammer and the 8-foot giant axe, like I was like, "There's no way you're playing with those, but they're the dopest melee weapons I've ever seen. You can just sweep through crowds of people with those giant hammers."
Oh yeah, yeah. Sean Bear and Nerf Sean could have had fun. He has a big foam like a Buster sword. I don't know if he'll ever bring it out on the field because he probably paid a ridiculous amount of money for it and doesn't want it to get messed up. But it's hanging up in his house, and it's like as wide as I am, and just about as tall. So he could just use it as a shield and then just spin it and hit people. Like,
that's what our Sean Wilcox was doing. He has the battle axe, and it has the little holes in it. So he's putting his mag strike up to the hole, using the axe as a shield, and firing through the holes in it. And like, I'm gonna allow it. That's good use of your equipment. And plus, once he fires off that mag strike, all he's got's an axe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was friggin' phenomenal. There was so much good stuff. So many good things.
Yeah.
Our game, we let's see, what did we do, BFU? We did a couple of King of the Hills, and then we tried doing a Plant the Bomb game type, which needs some work.
Yeah, definitely needs.
Yeah.
Needs some more vetting.
Yeah.
The King of the Hills were fun. The first game was a little unbalanced. We got all the burn people got stuck on the same team.
I did feel bad. All the new people were like stuck together with like one or two people.
Yeah.
Everybody else who's been here for years was just all on one team, and I was like, it's random. We can trade if you guys want.
Yeah, I think our team, the person that's been there the least amount of time was me.
Yeah.
So that was
one thing we did at our games. Was I like the complete randomness that you guys have, but it does lead to, especially with melee, it can lead to really unbalanced teams. If there's only two guys with shields and you get them both on the same team, the other team's screwed. Yeah. So we did kickball rules, and back for the first game we had Josh and RJ as the team captains.
Nice.
The teams. It's like, you guys don't know anybody here. Everybody's noobs, so you're guessing based on loadout. Who do you want on your team? And picking teams like that, I think it would only work if you keep the same teams throughout the day, but it makes a nice balanced team because you're looking at people loadout-wise. You know, pick your friend to be on your team, but pick the guy with the rapid strike to be on your team because the other team's already got a rapid strike, and
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was a really fun way to do it.
That's awesome.
Kind of make it a little different.
I'm kind of glad I wasn't there. I would hate to be picked last.
No, that was reserved.
That was the dog. Every time the dog got picked last.
Then they'd be like,
We actually did really well. My girlfriend ran with the dog, and he's pretty well trained. He had his little vest on, so she's running the Rapid Red with a 35-round mag, and she had, a couple more 18-round mags packed up in the dog. So not only did she have the distraction, but when she ran out of ammo, she didn't need a battle belt or anything. She'd just reach over and pull mags out of the dog.
Yes.
And I saw a couple times she would be pinned down in a corner, and she'd let Bruce walk out, and he'd kind of wander out, and she'd look around the corner, and so we were like laughing at the dog, and she'd pick him off. It worked out really well.
There we go, right there. How you like that? There we go.
I'm so jealous. My dog would be so useless for Nerf. He is terrified of the Nerf guns.
Bruce is used to it. He gets it all day long in the house. I mean, we had the now the cardboard pat is hanging against my garage door. But when it was in the house, he liked to lay down right in front of it. So he is so used to getting hit with darts that they don't faze him at all. And as long as he's got his little tactical vest on, he feels like he's at work. So he just stays. He
Nice.
just heals right next to whoever's holding his leash, and he's all good to go.
Yeah,
He was actually a functional team member.
it really was. Like you got a 2-for-1 with that pick.
B.F.U, did you hear about my Shrine of Pat?
No.
Oh yeah, we told you.
You did?
We told you.
You
Yeah.
told me a lot of things. I want to hear
It's
about
true.
it from the source.
I told you. Lingy told you. Ryan told you. Everyone was like, dude.
I just basically set up a huge shooting gallery in my backyard.
Oh no, that I did hear about, but I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I feel like they left things out.
You heard it.
No, I want you to tell me. I feel like they left things out. They lie to me a lot.
Oh no, it was awesome. I mean, it wouldn't have been so Pat-like unless my girlfriend had been like, "Here, I got these styrofoam heads, and I need them speed up. So here's 3 styrofoam heads for you to put out in your shooting gallery."
They had wine barrels in them too.
Yeah, there were wine
that's
barrels
awesome.
in our shooting gallery. Wine bottles, just good stuff to shoot with Nerf.
Lots of tall cans. His roommate drinks lots of Coors Light and Strawberritas. So we had plenty of tall cans to set up,
Yeah.
which dents up really nicely with Mega Darts.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
the niggas were putting nice dents in those things. I was just like, wow.
No, it's cool because you set up the more difficult to hit targets, set them up on the wine barrels, and then hang all the tall cans.
Yeah.
So that they just dance around when you hit them, but they go ba-ding, and it makes a nice sound, and
Yeah, it's super fun.
it's pretty good.
It was good. It was good stuff, man.
I think on May 24th, if we end up at the college, we'll end up somewhere else for the after round. But I think if we end up back at Vintage, we'll just do the barbecue at my house again, because that worked out really well.
Are you guys gonna do it on a Sunday again? On your next
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be Sundays, just because that's the day that I know that there's nobody at the college and there's also nobody at Vintage.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, because like we went over there on a Saturday and it was like football city. Everybody
Yeah, I think there was softball. There was like four soccer matches.
games.
There was a swim meet going on, and we're just gonna put the Nerf guns back in the car tonight. And yeah, Sunday you show up and there's nobody there at any
Ghost
given
town.
time. I mean, hell, when we showed up for the first game, there was a softball and 2 soccer matches, but they were done by the time we even started. So Sunday seems to be the day for our games.
Yeah, it worked.
Which I know is rough on the 9 to 5 crowd, but hell, this next month's Memorial Day weekend, so everybody should have Monday off. Means Sunday's a good night to come out to
That's a
Napa.
really good point.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
indeed.
Come
And
on.
it's going to be Bottle Rock weekend, so all the cops are going to be over at Bottle Rock,
Yeah.
not paying attention to what we're doing.
Exactly.
Nice.
It'll
I'm
be a
trying, to
good
clear, I'm
time.
trying to clear my calendar right now. Texting my boss. Texting my boss, are we really meeting on Memorial Day?
I said, looking at some new game types for this one. Going to clean up that Capture the Flag.
Yeah.
I want to do
Yeah,
some
yeah,
Carpe
yeah.
Testiculum. I think that's a great game.
Carpe
If
Testiculum.
you guys acquire a golf cart, let me know. I will.
Will do. It's on my list. It's on my checklist of things to get for the next Nerf match.
Right?
The Rhino.
Yeah,
Hey,
I will.
no.
I will drive/ride in that thing all day.
If it's gonna be a Rhino, it might as well have a Rhino fire on the top of it.
Right?
There you go.
That means we need to get a Rhino fire.
Yeah.
I will bring.
Hey.
I will bring a very nice outdoor speaker to put in the golf cart and some cigars for the people in the golf cart. Driving.
I like it. Riding dirty.
The Rhino fire may be up pretty soon. Probably not the next burn game, but the one after that. I feel like we're running out of stuff to raffle off, and that's our like big one. That'll probably be the mid-season final.
Oh, I gotta spend all the monies.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm gonna come out and buy lots of tickets for that one.
Now, I want to integrate a Rhino fire and a pulsator.
Oh, yes.
Have an
Oh,
auto
that's
pull,
awesome.
have ball blaster off the bottom of the Rhino fire.
I already integrated my Vulcan with the Vulcan with the hailfire on top, which
Yes.
is like it's like having a little miniature city on top of your Vulcan. You're just like, yeah, this is beautiful, and it's still, all the cocking mechanisms work. It's great. It only weighs 30 pounds, but
No, that stays on a tripod. It mount really nice on top of a golf cart. I bet.
yes, the Hail Vulcan, Hail Vulcan.
Yes. Love it. I love it. Oh,
I think it's mandatory now. Every time the Vulcan comes up in conversation, you just do this while you're talking about it. So I was talking about the Vulcan
the other day.
I can't do.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I can do it much better with one hand than the other, but I see you're more of a Star Wars fan, aren't you?
No, I actually am a bigger Trek fan.
Really?
Oh, man.
All right, that's okay.
My
We're
hands
all
hurt.
Wars on this side of the table.
We'll tape you up. Don't worry.
My hands hurt so much.
Oh, that's gonna be a theme, I think, for an event. A Star Trek versus Star Wars theme.
Uh-oh. I don't know, man, because I got
Burn versus NoBACoN, Wars versus Trek.
I got
Oh,
this
damn.
guy.
Look at that.
I got this, but then at the same time, I mean, I've got this, so I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you like that?
I'm so jealous.
I'm jelly.
Yeah.
Hey, we made these. Me and my girlfriend and one of my other friends made these for these are all like drainage pipes and stuff. There was a bunch of DIYs how to do it online, and we made it for a Halloween costume.
So awesome. Well, whenever, I know it's a little off topic, but whenever, actually it is on topic, whenever Wicked Lasers pulls their collected Wicked head out their ass and sends me my laser, I will have a 1.4 watt laser which I can now melt plastic with. So I'll be able to physically weld plastic.
Ooh.
With a lightsaber.
With a lightsaber.
Ooh. That's rough.
So
That's scary.
that was my Christmas present,
It is
and I'm
scary.
still waiting on it. 5 months later.
Did you order it from Orange Mod Works?
Right.
Oh, so it must be the same company.
Yeah.
Different division.
Different division. Just wait for it.
We never ship.com. Ouch. Like Josh, I guess I just killed any Orange Mod Works sponsorship we ever may get.
We used to actually be part of their weird program on the blog, where not weird program, but like they had like an ad that you put up, and I took it down after Sean ranted about how they shipped him. He paid early, got it shipped to him, got it the same day as me, and it didn't have a spring, but he paid more for the extra shipping.
Has Nerfcast actually I think they've destroyed more relationships than we've built.
That is probably true.
The
That's what it's
Great
all
Tech
about.
Recon incident.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about with like companies, for sure.
Yeah, with companies.
Yeah, not with like other bloggers. We're like, yeah, come on the podcast. It's cool. We don't care.
Oh no, I mean we're definitely
Does
the
that mean I don't get my laser gnome shit now that I'm on Nerfcast?
Oh, no.
have we hated hard on? We only hated hard on Laser Gnome's prices when they first came out. They were definitely doing the pricing in a void scheme. Like no one else is doing this, so we're going to charge stupid money. They've actually.
I just got this today, so I'm looking at laser gnomes because they make such nice pieces for this.
They do.
I want to cut that stock off and do the little thing they have. I want the extra everything. I want the slump flyer. I want the mega flyer.
No, we didn't. I don't think we really hated on laser gnomes at all. We actually had a good relationship with them. I've met them up in Essex when they were up there.
I see. Yeah, they're local boys, kind of, aren't they?
Have you got that stock back yet?
I have not got that stock back. I mean, not that I want the stock to be. I mean, I'd probably try to do something with it, but
I want the stock. I want the stock. I'd like to put it on a blaster.
I thought I gave you.
No,
I gave you that blaster.
You've never given me that blaster. You keep telling me you have, but I do not have it.
I don't have it anymore. I gave it to you.
All right, it's official. I don't have a meeting on Memorial Day, so.
All right.
Word.
Maybe.
Then
I just got to talk to my wife, see if we can get her parents' timeshare up there. That would be fantastic.
It's a Sunday. Come up on a Saturday. We'll go wine tasting.
We'll do wine
Josh,
tasting.
are you out for Memorial Day?
I don't know, because I feel like there's something going on Memorial Day that I have planned, but I have.
I feel like we're planning an event, so we're gonna have to disappoint our boss when he comes up with a last-minute gig. We'll be like, "Sorry, we're nerfing."
Yeah, you're gonna have to put it on the B team on that one. Because the A team's busy.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a super fun weekend. You know, I'll try and do something extra special. We'll try and get like a keg or something for the barbecue. And
I do work at a brewery. We should be able to have some beer.
First Blood Part 2 will be amazing.
Nice. Stoked.
And then so then we were talking about it's like, all right, so if we're gonna go First Blood and NoBACoN First Blood Part 2, does that make the third one just NoBACoN 3?
NoBACoN 3.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah, right.
we really like the way you guys themed your game, so I mean, First Blood seemed appropriate, but then you already screwed up by using the Rambo First Blood Part 2 art for the first game.
that was
the first movie?
Yeah, that was the First Blood artwork. So
then we're gonna have to dip into some other '80s action movies.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at some good ones, like Inglourious Blasters. That one's a good one.
Well, no, I think we need to do an entire season of Tarantino theme.
Yeah.
Inglourious Blasters and
Pulp Foam,
and
I
like the whole
Tag Bill.
Tag Bill and Tag Bill too.
That was all Sean. I give him 100% credit for like starting to theme things.
Why not?
Yeah, no, the theme's good. The theme's
good.
We're definitely jocking your style on that one because that's funny.
We love seeing it.
We've got a buddy who does that's kind of what he does. He comes up with
comedy
hilarious names for like Dart League teams. It was a Total Eclipse of the Dart.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna have to start coming up with 80s song themed events.
Well, dude, the other one I'm really looking forward to is Mad Blast and Beyond Thunderfoam. I mean, the Mad Blast series is gonna be great.
Yeah, that's half the season right there.
The Foam Warrior.
The Foam Warrior.
Beyond Thunderfoam.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I'm gonna start calling my garage the Thunderfoam.
The Thunderfoam. 2-minute. One thing gets tagged out.
One man respawns.
Oh, yes, I love it. That's what it's all about.
A good day to
it really
tag hard.
sets the tone for the kind of games that we put on, where it's just like, yes, we're gonna parody something, but Nerf theme it. Like you show up to Thunder Foam, you know what's going on, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's funny because we had First Blood and our buddy Jeremiah shows up dressed like Rambo,
like John Rambo,
he was spouting Rambo quotes the whole day.
The war's over, John.
The war's over, John.
That was so awesome.
He shows up and he's got the red bandana around his head already. He's like, "Oh, sweet! I see I'm already on a team."
Yeah, you can't make that guy switch to blue. He just has to be on the red team all day.
We actually did make him switch to blue. But he rocked it around his head. He was all good. He got team red the next game. It was all good.
We gotta find a couch or Hey, your
Hey,
phone.
hey,
You didn't
now
silence
he's
his phone.
blowing up back there.
Oh yeah, dude, I love it. I love players that are coming out doing stuff like dressing up and man,
Yeah.
that was freaking sweet.
Well, I was trying to talk Steven into it. We got him Assassin's Creed jacket for his
Oh, dude,
11th
I
birthday.
saw those.
I'm like, I know it's gonna be really, really hot, but if you're gonna run around where you're just running the claw hatchets, you gotta wear the Assassin's Creed jacket. Like,
That's awesome.
everyone will appreciate that. Like,
That
I
is
will
totally
be
awesome.
so much happier getting tagged out by a guy in an Assassin's Creed coat who chucked a claw hatchet at me.
Is
Oh,
that,
heck
is that
yeah.
from the brotherscut.com?
Something.
Yeah, brotherscut.com. If you want some sweet, sweet Assassin's Creed hoodies. I mean, they look like Ezio's cover.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, see, I love that. We had we've only had one. We might have had two. No, we've had two Halloween games. Where we had, people came dressed up. Oh, dude, that is some of the most fun that I've had flinging foam. We didn't get a ton of people to show up because it was October. Oh, it was dope. It was dope.
That's good, dude. No, we've got there's a fair amount of LARPers in town. I figure we could probably get some people, especially allowing melee. I'm thinking we could get some people who would show up in theme for stuff. You know, hey, if somebody shows up in a Master Chief armor, I'm gonna allow 5-hit kill on that guy just for the effort he put out showing up in armor.
I'm gonna allow that guy to use my super awesome Halo Master Chief Blaster Firefly sale right now for $140. Ha Shameless marketing, shameless.
Shameless.
But
well,
yeah,
that'll be interesting because Boomco is actually going to come out with all that Halo stuff, so we'll see. How
They do the Needler.
Damn it!
It's still Boomco. I can't, until they start knocking off the ammo. When I can get Chinese Boomco for 8 cents a dart, I might consider Boomco, but right now it's so expensive.
Yeah,
And most of the blasters are subpar. I must say, Jangular handled us like I love that first Burn Season 4 video.
Yeah.
It's just me and this guy getting handled by Jangular with his Boomco, like repeatedly. Owned. Oh wait, here's him tagging me out. I don't wear my kilt to games anymore because I saw how when I'm sprinting away from Boomco, my kilt drags out behind me and makes a huge target. I had no idea how tactically inefficient that was going to be. I stayed very well ventilated that game.
Yeah, you were super fashionable. I'll take fashion over form.
Yeah, fashion over
Right?
form.
Oh man, yeah. But I mean,
I'm already sweating extra because of the facial hair. Like this.
you need the extra.
Yeah, I don't have a reason I sweat extra except the extra man meat.
Well, hey, a kilt would help you out too.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I understand.
Of course.
Yeah, my man meat makes me sweat extra in the folds.
Sweat can be used as a defense.
Yeah.
You didn't say wringing out your beard at somebody will get them away from you.
Oh.
The beard ring out.
The beard sweat is not a friendly thing.
Oh.
No, it is
So
not.
disgusting.
I used to have a bit of
You can stash extra ammo in it too. It's actually quite a benefit.
Man, I'd like a piece of bread, Jake.
Oh, yeah.
You move that platter like way over there.
I kept knocking it over with my ass. I'm sorry.
Ah,
There's no bacon on it,
there's
so.
no bacon.
Wah, wah.
Oh, how you moved your blasters?
You guys are making me hungry.
They're making
We
bacon.
came prepared. My girlfriend is awesome.
Except for
did.
the school. Can I stand? Look, I can stand and still be in frame.
My wife has dinner waiting for me, but she's not giving it to me till we're done with the podcast.
Oh,
That's cruel and unusual.
it really
You should
is.
be able to eat during the podcast and drink.
Yeah, that's the transformation from girlfriend to wife.
Oh. That sounds terrible. Oh man. But yeah.
And plus, now I look like I'm 6'5".
I know, right? It's the lighting.
Studio lighting always makes me fatter and taller.
Hey, I got something. Reddit user Michelle, if you go into Nerf Exchange, she's selling these aftermarket springs for your drum clips.
Oh yeah, nice.
Heard
Put it
about
in?
these.
For like $2 a pop. So I just got them in the mail today, and they're so much better. Oh
Really?
yeah.
I
No,
heard, I heard good reviews of them.
I fixed up one of my 25 rounds with this. I've had a problem with the Voberries that I was getting. The last batch I got had this beautiful extra thick foam, and it would just jam these bad boys up. And it's my preferred method of delivering foam, so I was rather disappointed. And this fixes the problem right up for $2 a spring. Go to our Nerf Exchange and get Michelle's springs. They're nice.
Dang, you have to check that out.
I'm looking. I bought 3. I'm gonna fix up my other 25 and my 35 with them.
That's exactly what I was about to
It's
ask.
huge. It made a difference.
Both.
It's noticeably it's noticeably stiffer, but you don't have it feels just the same when you're loading them up, and as fast as I can crank. I say my Demolisher with fresh batteries is probably the fastest firing blaster I have right now, and
Awesome.
and I am not having any issues with it, whereas before I was having a slow feed, especially you get the old 35s. Nah, no, these are hotness.
Oh,
Totally worth the
I got rid of so many.
dollars.
I got rid of
Totally
so many
worth the
35s
dollars.
that if I knew that I could get these in like a year, I would have held on to like all the 35s that I had.
I'll hook
I
you up,
had a ton,
Josh.
and I'm just like, what about these? Don't feed correctly. They have all these problems.
No,
For $2.
mad props. She made a nice little video on how to take it apart and put the new springs in. I took one apart just to see if I could fix it, and her video was way easier to open and close the thing than what I did myself just experimenting. And yeah, no, these springs make all the difference in the drum mags. It's a whole new game now. Because right now, like I always still run my drum mags, but you can see it eventually whenever I cut up all that footage. You can see me at the NoBACoN game every 5 or 6 rounds. I'm going slap, slap, slap on the bottom of my drum, trying to get it to feed, and that's not an issue anymore.
Always banging your drum.
Always banging my drum. I don't have to bang my drum no more. It feeds beautifully. Thank you, Michelle.
Ah, good pro tips. Good pro tips.
Mhm.
Washers and springs and all sorts of good stuff.
What was that other?
We normally don't take stuff apart. We're like, yeah, so here's what happened on Reddit, guys. I don't know why you're listening to our podcast. You can just read Reddit, but
Our opinions mean something.
Yeah, our opinions mean a lot. So listen up.
You can listen to other people talk about Reddit. I prefer it in most situations.
What the hell was that other thing that I modded that was really good? There was something that I did that was real clever, and I can't remember what it was. I thought we talked about it at some barbecue. I don't know. It'll come back to me.
I remember I was talking about the washers, and I was like, oh, this is like the greatest tip of all time.
No, those washers make a big difference.
Yeah, it's huge, especially for people that are like taking recons. Or not recons, but retaliators, or recon barrels, I guess, if you're painting it. And, you know, putting the shotgun grips and stuff on it. You don't have to worry about that wiggle or anything. Like, that's sweet. That's
for sure. Yeah, that's one of the big pluses. And plus, you know, it makes it so your darts they're not as bad bouncy around inside the barrel as they're going down, because they actually are going down a straight barrel instead of trying to go down something that's like this.
That's the main issue I have with my Master Key is the reduced range coming out that long shot barrel, and if the fix is a 25-cent rubber O-ring, you got the right size.
79 cents.
79 cents.
Uh-oh.
Or you can buy them from NoBACoN for $1.50.
Oh,
Whoa.
what is the thing?
What did you do? Oh, you added
Huh?
something. You clicking things, aren't you? B.F.U.
What?
He's getting bored over there. He's clicking things.
We
No,
like a
it
thing
says
popped up and it's like
The
he used
draw
an
on
app.
something.
Yes, the draw app, but it's like he's using the draw app. Did you like to use it too? I'm like, what? What's going on?
Yeah,
Oh, damn you, Josh!
Wait, I didn't. What did I do? You're the one who clicked the button.
It said I can't use it because you don't support it.
Oh.
Oh,
Really?
Oh,
Damn
we
it.
were.
I was gonna accept your invitation to use the draw app.
Accept it.
Try it again. I'll accept it. I want to see what happens.
And then you can draw.
Let's use the app. Can you draw on us if we do this?
You can draw
Oh,
a
there it goes.
beard.
There it goes. All right.
Oh.
Oh, quick, draw a beard on me. Draw a beard on me.
Is it-
Finish
Oh,
Jake's
my.
beard.
All right. Fill in the gap.
Oh, there we go. We're just gonna. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, just gonna give you a little.
It
There we
just
go.
opened up a whole new world to the Nerfcast.
Yeah.
Video mods.
Wow.
It just says knob. NoBACoN. Check out my beard. It's
Yes.
sweet. I got a sweet new beard. It's horn.
So
Yes.
now I gotta find out if I hit the delete key, does it kill everything that? What are you writing on here? I can't.
NoBACoN.
Swerving, sweet.
I should have wrote it.
I see you're trying to avoid him drawing on your face. You gotta hold still. He could give you a beard like NoBACoN has if you hold still.
Yeah, right.
And then everybody can have beards. I think it's pretty much a requirement for
Sweet.
NoBACoN. You have to have a beard.
Sweet.
Unless you're Annie.
No, she doesn't need a beard.
Oh, I got it. No swine, no bacon. I understand.
NoBACoN, no swine. I would love to say that no pigs were harmed during the making of this podcast, but yeah, we
That's
did.
not true.
We
We
did
have
eat
bacon.
bacon.
All right.
Not at all.
We should definitely take this away from me. This is bad.
Bad
And
things
it's
are.
gone. I took it away.
There we go. No.
Oh, I figured things out. See what you do when you gave me a full. Holy crap!
Oh, we're just gonna. Ooh, that's not gonna work.
This is going to be the end of the podcast as we know it.
Oh, hold on, let me-
Oh wait, now I can draw on.
Wait, that's the wrong
Everything is
podcast. That's the wrong podcast. Totally the wrong podcast.
You are
Oh, my
regular Picasso there, buddy. I can't believe it, Michelangelo. Jake, you're amazing. Look, it follows you. It follows.
does. That's awesome.
Oh,
I had no idea.
We got a rainbow, and we got mountains.
oh no. Oh, you're still. That's so.
Oh boy. Okay.
What have you
Oh,
done?
Sorry. I apologize.
We've now become an ad for Google. We're no longer just a Nerfcast.
You guys don't even know. I haven't used a real computer in a long time. It's always been mobile devices. So now, the Josh is going to regret forcing me into this.
How do I get out of the draw?
We can hear you, but you can draw beards on everyone now. It's a trade-off I think we're willing to accept.
Lightning bolt.
Oh, stamps. Uh-oh. No, it's all over. We've
Oh man, this is quickly.
B.F.U's getting a crown, and he is the king of.
Destroying crap.
He's the king of ruining Nerfcast, and
You like Jughead from Archie.
every day I love Google more and more.
Do, 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 do,
Oh,
do,
do 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 do.
Switches now. There we go.
Yes. Oh, that's great.
Oh God, why?
This is amazing.
Wait, now get rid of that crap.
Now you're wearing the crown for the rest of the night.
That's fine. I can be all the queen y'all need.
Oh boy.
You mean the greatest band of all time? Let's not even get onto that topic.
No.
Oh. Okay.
I love it. That was awesome. That was for all of you that are listening to this. Now you understand why you have to watch. Make
It's so everything's so much better in Google.
Oh man.
So next game with you guys on the 24th.
Yeah.
Any of you listeners in Northern California or in the North Bay / wine country, Solano and Sonoma and Napa counties, make sure you check these cats out and go to their game. There might be some other people there that you may have listened to a podcast about. Maybe not Josh because he's got plans, but I'm going to make a conscious effort to try to get my wife to sign off on us coming down.
Yeah.
No, we'll make
there,
a weekend of it. We'll make a weekend of it.
Yeah.
We'll be all wine hungover playing Nerf on Sunday. You can see it already.
Yeah.
Oh man! And then check, you guys got a YouTube channel going on, right? I saw a video, loadout video for you guys. So check out their YouTube channel for show. Subscribe. Watch each video 4 times and subscribe.
Please watch them with each of your Google aliases. You know, it's funny. I have about 6 Gmail addresses for various bands and businesses, and after about the 4th one, they're like, verifying amount of watches on your video because I kept watching our video with different accounts, and apparently they notice and don't like that.
So
but I got our post count up. Oh, so there's that problem.
Yeah. So there's this issue. Hey, there it is.
Okay.
Very nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. I think we're gonna wind down here because it's been a couple hours.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long podcast for us.
Say,
Come a long way since our 30-minute "There's No Nerf News" podcast.
Yes.
Well, we've always got lots of crap to talk about because
I can only hope the viewers have drank as much as I have.
Yeah. And,
welcome to wine country.
I drank a bunch of NA, so boy, I'm real messed up.
He's real angry about that stuff that tasted like beer and didn't actually.
It didn't do anything, and I broke my laughter again. God, this is an issue. What is this deal? I gotta figure this out.
Oh.
Probably some stupid little thing I didn't put back together right.
There's always one screw missing.
Yeah.
Or if it's me, there's more than 50%.
That is true. I've gotten stocks with him that literally have one screw in them, and I'm like, what?
I have the magnetic bowl full of screws and extra pieces that were like, that came out of something, I don't know.
Oh.
Guys, thank you for giving us something to talk about for a couple of hours. We really appreciate the break in the 30-minute podcast. I super enjoyed having you guys on.
It's our absolute pleasure.
Anytime, you guys.
We're
always around.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
North Bay and South Bay unite.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
The whole Bay Area.
The greater Bay Area Nerf affiliation.
Even people up in Reading, you guys can come down too.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about time zones with you guys. We're just like, hey,
right?
It's 7 here, it's 7 there.
Yeah.
We're not Duke. He's not. It's not 3 a.m. in Ohio or where the hell that guy's from.
Oh yeah, for sure. But, yes, everybody, if you haven't done it already, check them out. Let's see where you guys in the games at. What's the website?
NorthBayNerf.org is our official website. YouTube / blah 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 North Bay Nerf. Facebook / North Bay Nerf.
North Bay Nerf.
North Bay Nerf. The Northern Bay Area Coalition of Nerf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you said it right.
I said it right the first try.
Boom. There you go.
Butcher the shit out of it.
No bacon, no pecan.
NoBACoN. Representing all the Bay, baby. You got it here. You got it going on. This is where the Nerf is. It's happening. I know everybody else is jealous, but make it out.
You know who's
Right?
especially jealous? Buffalo. Suck it, Buffalo.
Yeah, suck it, Buffalo.
Because they don't even have blasters anymore.
Yeah, because they sold them all back.
Hope we sell them off to Canada where they belong.
Hey, you know what they should have done? They should have had the buyback program, then sold all those blasters on eBay
To us.
to raise awareness about toy gun shootings.
Oh my god.
Because toy gun shootings happen.
Do.
Not often
Real
enough.
thing.
And then,
Yeah.
Josh, we don't have the next burn game on the calendar, right?
I don't think we do, but yeah, I think we're aiming for like the 16th, something like that, like right in the middle of the month.
Oh, so you're gonna be before us this month.
Okay.
We're gonna try and space ourselves so there's like at least a week between our games,
Yeah.
so nobody has
That's
to go
fine.
play a game. You guys on Saturday and then us
on
that
Sunday.
Sunday. That's like we don't like that much exercise in a row. So
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Just to let you guys know,
If we do that, we'll have to do a camping trip. Like we just go out and Nerf for like 2 days.
that'd be awesome.
yeah,
That'd be
definite possibility.
NoBACoN 3 will be on June 14th because that's my birthday. So
Nice.
Sweet.
it's my birthday and it's a Sunday, so
And it's
Just-
only like a week before my birthday.
Yeah,
And,
So it's 4
yeah.
days after my birthday.
yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So
And
So it's
RJ's
been-
birthday.
bury your
Arjun's
Nerf
birthday
big
and Armageddon. Yeah.
Nerf Day.
Nerf, June is going to be Nerf month. You got your birthday, your birthday, my birthday, Arjun's birthday, Armageddon going on, and
So-
then
This guy told me at the beginning of the year, he goes, this year's going to be the year of no fun.
Yeah, no.
And I think his premonition was slightly incorrect because this year is the year of NoBACoN.
Yeah, no. But
And it's the year of foam. It's going to happen.
Yes.
Berries popping off.
foaming. I'm foaming at the mouth for the foam.
that's a great open at the mouth. That's like a
Foaming at the mouth.
Foaming at the mouth.
band, like a Nerf band.
Release the foam of war.
I say it's only a matter of time before we have a Nerf-based band.
Yeah.
Probably
so-
ska band. I think a Nerf-based ska band would probably be the most appropriate.
Yeah.
So funnily enough, we do know a guy who was in a band named Hammershot. Did not know there was a Nerf blaster. We told him about it. He's like, what? And now, like, he's like, yeah, I bought a couple of them. Like, I'll shoot darts out into the crowd.
Oh, perfect.
I'm like, that's awesome, dude. That's sweet. So yeah, you know. But yeah, we're gonna let you guys get on. We're gonna let BFU go have dinner. It looks like
All right.
he's been.
He's
smelling
wasting way to normal.
Wasting away to normal.
So hungry.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for being on, everybody. As
It's
always,
absolutely
you know-
our pleasure.
Yeah, all
Yes.
the pleasure's on this side of the camera.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, I don't know about that. Like, I might not have bacon, but
Ah.
Oh, you got upper management written all over.
exactly. So from everybody, here's Josh.
BF Yizzle.
Jake.
And Mike.
Happy tagging.
Happy tagging. Yeah. And buenos noches, Nerf herders.